Welcome to BizTech's Startup Show, where we feature startups both small and large, sharing their entrepreneurial journeys and also imparting lessons that they have learned. Today's featured company is HiBlendr and its CEO and founder, Andrew Poe, who is only 24 years old. Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you.
Now, Andrew, walk us through your journey as an entrepreneur, especially your journey where you went through life as a dropshipper.
Great. Back 2 years back, I actually started on dropshipping business online when I was still studying in university, and I decided that I should do something besides my studies to increase just to get some pocket money at the time. And then I go
and
through.
Where were you studying at that time?
I was studying in BAC, Breakfield Asia College.
I see. So that's in Malaysia, and you're Malaysian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Malaysian.
Okay.
Yes, I was studying law back then, and I have a side hustle at the time, which is a dropshipping business, and I start doing research on YouTube on itself, and then I found something is called Shopify, which become a very famous platform now for online businesses.
So what kind of products did you sell on Shopify and also on your dropshipping business and stuff?
At the time, dropshipping is about trying different stuff on your website until you found the hot product that you can sell. So it ranging from plush toys to mechanic products, and where you source from China and sell it to the West.
Okay.
So at the time, I actually did some research about it, spent a few months on learning it, and decided to start out a business. And then the dropshipping journey wasn't going very well for me, but it's okay. And I managed to break even and get a bit of profit out of it. And then that's when my studies got tougher at the time. And then I decided to quit the business to continue further my study. And then I flew to UK at the time. So basically, dropshipping is my first step into the online business world. And it wasn't a very successful one at the time, but it was very rewarding as to the experience, the exposure to the e-commerce world.
Okay, and then tell us about what inspired you to set up HiBlendr.
Okay, so this actually goes back to one of the problems that I myself face in the UK, because in the UK I was studying bar course in Manchester, and then I faced a lot of problems as to having difficulty in managing my time, managing my diet, my health as well, because you basically spend a lot of time studying and attending courses as well. So at the time, I feel like I need to do something to get myself in good shape. I go to the gym, and then I decide I should get a blender itself. However, I was studying there, and I staying accommodation near my uni. So I couldn't really get a kitchen top blender because at the time it's bulky and it's hard to resell or bring back to Malaysia afterwards.
Okay.
And then I was looking around for a portable blender. I couldn't find the one that actually, I'll say, like, I don't find it pretty. I would say most of the portable blender in the market are mostly mini version of the kitchen top blender, which is not very nice in my opinion at the time. And then I decided to, why not I do a blender by myself and actually design it on my own. And then I further go on to create a brand and then think of the name, sourcing suppliers. And then
how did you design your blender? You're not an engineer by training.
Yeah, so that's the point coming in. So I actually went to a lot of suppliers and manufacturers, and I approached, I would say 10 to 20 of them.
In China?
And I got, yes, in China.
Okay.
So I shortlisted into 2 to 3 factories, and then I start approaching them, asking them whether they have any unpublished design. So actually in China, that the factory has some unpublished design. So they have a team of designer design a lot of product draft where we can approach them, and then we actually bought over one of the design, and then we start making modification on it, choosing what color that do we want, what kind of material, what kind of function and battery capacity that we want. and then we managed to secure a deal with them, and then we produced the first prototype.
So you bought the design?
Yes.
Okay, that was smart. That was very interesting. Did you patent the design after that?
Oh, the patent is still with them because the first draft is with them, but we are planning to do an industrial design here in Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's when the pandemic hits the UK, and where I decide to come back to Malaysia for my own safety at the time, because in the UK there are not enough of testing at the time. So I flew back to Malaysia in 14 days of lockdown. Things slowly coming into reality. All the plans are going well. And then during the first lockdown, first MCO period, things are going pretty well for us. Everything start to roll out, and then we start accepting pre-orders in May.
Okay, and who are you doing this business with?
At the beginning, I'm doing it all by myself, all the way until at the point that I think I should start building a team, and then I start hiring people.
Okay, and so when did you launch the business, and how has it been so far?
Okay, so we officially launched the business and pre-orders on May 2020.
Okay,
and the pre-orders, we are trying to prove the concept first before we go all in with the product. So we have a deal with the suppliers as well. So we got the prototype, we start taking pictures, photos, nice pictures of the products. We start market it to the market first. So we receive our first batch of pre-orders, and then we proceed to order our first bulk order from the suppliers.
So that was a very smart thing. So you didn't do the traditional way of perhaps buying some minimum quantity first and then trying to sell it. You actually took pre-orders, but how did you manage customer expectations with the pre-orders in terms of
okay? So basically, you have to make your website very nice looking, very legit, and you must clearly state everything honestly to the customer. Okay. And then you give them a pre-order discount at the time. So you give them incentive for them to order, and then I'll let them know that they would receive their products 1 month later. If not, we will issue a full refund for them. Okay. So it's actually giving assurance to all of our pre-order customers at the time. Because that's a big problem with the dropshipping business. Yes. It was become very dodgy because there was too many issues with customer service and returns and so forth. Yes, which is one of the reasons we don't start another dropshipping business this time as compared to my dropshipping business last time. Okay. Yes. So we start off with the pre-order system. We prove the concept, proving the demand as well. People actually willing to pay for the product that will ship to them even after a month. So we see the chances there. We order the first bulk order, and then we start. And what was your minimum order normally from that supplier? What did they say? Okay, so basically at first we have strike a deal with the suppliers that we will have a tier order with them, which means that the first order with them, the MOQ is much lower, but the price is much higher. Okay. And then we have a timeline with them where we increase the order MOQ to certain numbers, and then the price will come down. Okay. And then that's when we proceed with the whole thing. So far, everything is going very well from there. Okay. And then the numbers that we order, the restock that are coming in are increasing from the first batch. And then from there, we be focusing more on marketing, social media marketing, influencer marketing, and Facebook marketing as well, which I acquired some experience during the dropshipping model last time. Okay. So typically, how much do you spend on marketing every month? I would say up to 30 to 40K a month at this point. At this point, because what's your sales run rate at this point? We would say we are hitting over 6 digits right now. Okay. Per month. So we are doing better and better each month. Okay. And at the very beginning, of course, the marketing budget is not that high. So we are constantly testing on the budget. If the ROI is above what we our desired goal, and then we will double up it. We will keep on increasing the marketing budget.
Okay, how did you position, because you're a new, so you went with a lifestyle. If I looked at your website, it's a very lifestyle oriented style of branding yourself. That's obviously been your go-to-market strategy, but then what are the types of customers that you have targeted? Where are they coming from?
Okay, so basically my targeted customer are mainly, based on my current database right now, are mainly women at the age from 21 to 35.
Okay.
So we are really focusing on the urban area, including the rural area as well, because we are focusing on the busy individual, the white collars, those who are health aware but might not be health active. Because a lot of people they are aware that getting exercise is good for their health, but not essentially everyone are doing sports every day or like enough time for weight. So we are focusing on that demand, and we are creating a more convenient way for them to start a healthy lifestyle or maintain a healthy lifestyle, because it could be hard for dieting or going to a gym, especially in this pandemic. So our goal is to make everything easier for them.
Okay.
So this is one of our goal and our position in the lifestyle section.
And what are the, you've been rolling out this business now coming up to a year. What have been your key challenges in terms of growing the business?
Okay. The first thing comes to my mind is the logistic problem, because especially during this pandemic, we can't really keep up our orders in the past months.
Okay.
So essentially, based on our timeline, it should come, all the restock, it should come on time, and the stock should not run out so fast. But there's a lot of delays and fluctuated shipping fees from our supplier to us in Malaysia. So this is one of our main challenges that we face in the past month. And then secondly, I would say is building a team, because as a first timer, being an entrepreneur, other than the drop shipping business, because drop shipping I can do all by myself at the time. And now it's struggling building a team at first. I was specifically is struggling to delegate work to others when things start. So it's like not so confident to delegate my stuff to my task to other stuff. But now it's getting better and better.
And how big a team do you have now?
We have four full-times now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and they are managing the daily operations and marketing. So.
And Andrew, how have you funded your business so far?
Okay, so at a very beginning stage, I funded from my profits from my last business. Actually, before dropshipping, I've done a sneaker reselling business as well. So
those are high margin business, right?
Yes, at the time, yes, and pretty fast as well. So I've acquired some profit from there to start off the business, and eventually we use the profit to keep the business going.
Okay. Okay. Now, and what sort of turnover are you doing right now?
Since last month, end of March, we have achieved our first million in revenue.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Okay, and what is your expansion strategy for 2021?
Okay, so we are focusing on our next product, which is based on our customer feedback, which is a frozen fruit subscription plan.
Okay.
So we have gotten a lot of feedback from our customers saying that although the Juice Cup Pro helped them a lot in saving times in blending smoothies or things like that, but they do not have much time to go to the grocery market to buy some fruits to blend, and then they are having trouble to mix a tasty smoothie as well. Sometimes you don't really get a tasty smoothie all the time if you mix the wrong fruit together.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so that we decided to come out a frozen fruit mix subscription in these coming months. So it will much of our focus this year.
Okay. Now, and where do most of your customers come from?
At this stage, I would say majority of my customers come from Malaysia, Singapore, and then the rest are from rest of the world.
Okay, so in that case, then your subscription business will probably start only in Malaysia for a start.
Sorry. Yes, it will be focusing on Malaysia first. The subscription business will launch in Malaysia first. Our international market will still maintain as only Blender. So the subscription business will start from Malaysia first, and then we are planning to slowly expand to other countries in Southeast Asia.
Now, Andrew, what are the key lessons that you've learned from a business standpoint in your journey so far?
Okay, so the number one lesson that I learned is the word progression over perfection. So we should always get it started first before we get everything into a perfect position. So a lot of my friend or other people are telling me that I should have this amount of money, this amount of knowledge before I can start a business. Actually, for in my opinion, you should always start first and learn to perfect the things that you have, the product that you have, the service that you have, if throughout the business journey, instead of waiting everything to be in place before you start, because it's not always the case. It's not always everything will go in your way, especially in business. Things turns around every day, every week. So the number one thing that I learned through is progression over perfection. It's never too early to start a business or too late to start a business. You should start it now and then start small and then scale faster. Okay. Yeah, you don't need a big budget to start a business, actually, especially in e-commerce space.
Now, final question. What advice would you give up and coming entrepreneurs to inspire them?
Okay, I would say that be brave on taking up challenges, because if you want to start a business, it's not an easy task. You face different things every day, and then you need to manage your time. If you are working right now, perhaps you should not quit your job immediately. You should start by a side hustle. Utilize your free time. Cut your entertainment time half down to fund your to grow your side hustle. Essentially, spend one of your weekend planning on your future. I think this will be good. And if myself as a student back then can manage and start a business, I think I'm pretty sure everyone could also start one if they really want to and are willing to sacrifice some of their entertainment time. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't have your own time. You should still go to watch some Netflix, play some futsal with your friend, but just don't spend all of your time after your working 9 to 5 to all that. So spend some time to do your side hustle. Something rewarding might be waiting for you.
Andrew, thank you very much for that inspiring advice.
No problem, Brian. Thank you so much.
I'm Brian Fernandez, and I've been speaking to the CEO and founder of HiBlendr, Andrew Poh, on BizTech's Startup Show. Check out www.biztech.asia for business and technology conversation. This video will also be on our Facebook and LinkedIn site, so please like and subscribe to our sites. Thank you.